Now, household budgets are stretched at the moment, and that can spill over to the food choices that we make. You only have to look at the price of lean meat to see where and why people are cutting back.
But it's wrong to think that healthy food is necessarily expensive. In fact, junk food can end up costing you a whole lot more. Clinical nutritionist Sarah Lorenzo is here with her ways of eating well without breaking the bank. Sarah, good morning to you.
Good morning, Basil.
We have all heard that over the years. Oh, eating healthy, it's actually more expensive, but that's not necessarily the case.
That is such a preconceived notion. It's definitely not the case. With a few great tips and with a bit of education, eating healthy is something that definitely is not going to break the budget.
Okay, so you're going to tell us how to do it, because one of the expensive items at the moment is red meat because of the drought.
Up 15% red meat in the last 18 months.
Yeah, I mean, there were some reports that I was reading that a lamb roast was costing $50.
Yes.
So what sort of choices can we make to cut those costs?
Okay, so what we're going to be looking at is the cheaper cuts of meat. So you will definitely still be getting your iron, you'll be getting your protein, you'll be getting your B12 and you'll be getting your zinc. But you're cooking the meat differently. Because it's a tougher cut of meat, you'll be doing things like casseroles, stews, pies, lasagna, bolognese. But the beauty of that, and where we save money with using cheaper cuts of meat, is not only that, we've got leftovers for the next day.
Yes.
And for school lunchboxes, we're not spending money on work lunches. And if you do want to do something like a minute steak, you can use a bit of flank. The flank that I've got there is only around $4 for that serving there. And then, of course, the chuck steak, that's around $3. So if you're looking at that, that's the flank. That's
Which one?
The one on the right.
That's the
flank.
flank.
That one's the chuck
Right.
steak. So you can do the chuck steak.
Jackie, our director, just said, pick up the flank and hold it to camera. And I didn't know which one the flank was. What an idiot.
So that's $4, but you can slice those and make minute steaks with them.
How long did that take? A minute steak?
Got it. Now, what about mince? Is it a really good cut of meat, or are you getting a sausage, basically?
Oh. Well, you are. I mean, mince is mince. It is more of a blend, and it's got more fat in it. And you can get different grades of mince. But, for when you're on a budget, we're getting things like, to be making sure you're getting your nutrients, you can definitely still use mince for things like lasagna and bolognese. And kids love them. They're very family
Good news,
friendly.
everyone. I knew which one the mince was, OK? That's good. Now, frozen veggies,
okay,
a bit cheaper, but are there any nutrients in it?
Okay, so that bag was $3. Right. People think that there is a notion that frozen vegetables aren't that great for you. Yes, they are, because they're harvested when they're ripe. They're frozen generally within a couple of hours of harvesting. So you are maintaining in the product the vitamins, minerals and antioxidants. And they can actually stay in the freezer for up to a year, not that you would have them. The beauty about using those when you're on a budget is you will take what you need. So you don't have the bottom of the vegetable crisper full of, spoiled vegetables that you bought and you're going to toss out. So you can use them again in your soups and stews, and then you can steam them as well.
But if you were to work out, just cost-wise, that your fresh you could do for the same amount that you could for the $3 bag of frozen, which one would you choose, the fresh or the frozen?
Well, my biggest thing for me is learning seasonal eating, and that's what I've got here. If I could, if you budget out properly, I would of course, fresh is best. But fresh is best when it's in season. People don't. I talk about this on my supermarket tours all the time. People think when you walk into the front of the supermarket, all the stuff there, they want to get rid of it because it's on sale and it's in bulk. No, it's not. It's supporting local farmers. It's delicious. It's ripe. Okay. There's been less transportation. And if you, things like strawberries now, $3 a punnet. Out of season, $6. A kilo of mandarins you can get for $2.50, and they can be up, because they're in season now.
They're beautiful at the moment, and the strawberries are great too,
Yeah, because they're in season. If you look at strawberries outside of season, they're watery because they've been stored, they've been transported, and that's the whole thing, is the transportation. Seasonal eating, doing that all year round, you will definitely save money.
So generic brands you've got up the end there, I can see.
Okay.
And you're not a bad option?
I love generic brands. Okay, so I've done cost comparisons. So this bag of oats here, $1.40. If I was to get a pretty box of exactly the same product, same nutritional panel, I would be paying $6.
Right.
That's $5.
Often made by the same people too,
Well, yeah, it's just packaging. And of course that coffee, $3.40 for that coffee there for 200 grams. For something a bit different, between $10 and $15 for less grams. And it wouldn't even have the aroma in it. It's just granulated coffee.
So we have spoken to you about the benefits that you can get from organic eating as well. So if we were to look at that bag of oats and compare that to a bag of organic oats that are going to be more expensive, how much better nutritionally is the organic one? Because I understand that is the same as another box another box that isn't generic.
Yes.
But what about organic?
I don't think there's much nutritional difference. I really don't. The only thing with organic, you might avoid things like gluten if it's been milled differently, or it might be a bit more of a pure product, because often you can get traces of gluten in oats when they've been in the same kind of milling process as flour. There's little things like that to look at, but an oat is an oat, in my opinion.
Got you.
Sarah, just very quickly, you've got some other eating tips for budget, and here we go.
Okay, so definitely plan your own meals, pack your own lunch, cooking at home, use coupons, shop on sales, and definitely always go to the supermarket with a grocery list.
9 out of 10 for the segment. No smoothie for me to enjoy today, though.
Smoothie.
So you lost the last. Could have been 10 out of 10.
But we have been having your healthy oat banana pancakes
At
at
your
home.
house.
Oh, they are a winner.
They are such a hit.
They're so good. We'll put the details on our
They are
website because
amazing.
they're amazing and kids will love it.
Put your address on there as well. We'll all come over.
They're really creepy. Still to come on Weekend Sunrise.